What is up, everyone? It is C Camp here, and I'm bringing back some MLB 12 The Show franchise. It's been quite some time, but here we go. Miami Marlins, and we're taking on the Cincinnati Reds. As you can see, we're 0-1, but that is because we had a one-game series to start the year, and we actually lost 4-3. But nonetheless, here we are in Great American Ballpark taking on the Cincinnati Reds in this three-game series. And to start it off, they're 0-0. They're throwing their man Josh Johnson, their big old ace. But I'm starting off with our one-hitter Ichiro Suzuki, who will ground out to second base to start this very season. Here we go. This is our three-hitter Robinson Cano, popping out to the third baseman here on this weak little pop-up. Not starting it out too well. Obviously, Josh Johnson pitching well to start the day. Here we go, Cincinnati. Moving on, we have Ted Lilly, our number 2 pitcher. And he will, I believe that was Matt Holliday, hitting it right into left field for a base hit. And here we go. Very same inning. Next hitter, Mark Teixeira. Off the pitcher, back to second, back to first. That's a double play. That's nice to see. We can have some defense. But here's A.J. Przinsky hitting a shot to left field. And that will be a fly out to left. As that was a nice hit by A.J. Josh Johnson does throw pretty hard, so it's hard to hit him. Moving on into the third inning. Hitting a single into right field, I believe was. I can't tell. I think that was Edwin Encarnacion. So that was a nice hit from him. Jose Tabata coming up later in the game, and that is a single or double down the line, and that will score a run. I almost got the guy out at second if my guy hadn't run into the base, or excuse me, run into the wall. But continuing the inning, Lilly just not doing too well in this inning. And he will continue that, giving up a home run to Jed Lowry. Ozzy's not happy, you can obviously see there, but it's a 3-0 game, top of the fourth inning, and I'm driving one to deep center field, but that will be caught. Beltran hitting a shot, but nonetheless, that was a good hit. Bottom of the fourth inning, Lilly doing work. Gonna strike out, I believe that was Adam Jones, getting on the strikeout. And later in the inning, I'm striking out I'm striking him out here. That'll make 2 outs, and I'm striking out the very next guy, striking out the side. Dionis striking out. That's the catcher for them. Top of the 5th inning, Ryan Howard sending this one deep. Get out, ball. Get out, ball. Oh, robbed at the track, robbed at the wall, over the wall. That is caught. Wow, that was impressive. That was pretty impressive. Let's check a replay on that. Howard bombs this one. They're on the shift. That's why you'll see he started in right center. Adam Jones jumping over the wall and making the catch. That's pretty upsetting, but here in the top of the 6th, Alex Gonzalez getting, I believe, our maybe second hit of the game. We didn't hit too well this game, but he does get us a hit. So Josh Johnson won the ball back. Let's start. Let's go. We got to get this done. Guy on first, that is obviously Alex Gonzalez. Ichiro hitting a shot to first, but the first baseman makes the play. No can do nothing about that. And, oh, that was our first hit of the game in the top of the 6th. Wow. But here's Robbie Cano hitting a shot to right field. That was probably our second hit of the game. And he'll get on first with a single into right. So that was a nice hit there. Moving on, we have Ryan Howard taking over in the 7th. That's a nice hit, but you know what? It's going to be stopped by the shortstop, and that is a double play for the Cincinnati Reds. We're not looking too good right now. That Red, whatever he is, I don't even know what to call him, but he's excited. So here in the bottom of the 7th inning, Dionis taking a walk. Ball for the catcher, Henry. And here's Jose Tabata getting a pitch he likes and stroking it up the middle. I'm trying to fire home. Let's see if we got him. AJ misses the tag by maybe half a second, and that cost us a run. So here's Koji Uehara coming in to take over duties from Ted Lilly, and that is gone. Adam Jones taking this one. Woo, that was bombed. Second decker. A.J. Adam Jones hits his first home run of his 2012 season. Ozzie is obviously not happy, and Jones around the bases. That was a bomb. Wow, that was crushed. But Adam Jones is excited about that one. That'll make this game a 6-0 ball game. Fireworks are going off. Here in the top of the 9th inning, we've got Sean Figgins in the game, a pinch hitter, and he'll bunt that one right down the left field line. That is a hit. And Josh Johnson is not happy about that one. But top of the 9th still with 1 out. I'm obviously stealing with probably one of the fastest players in the game. He's definitely in there. Sean Figgins is speedy. And there's an overthrow, but I would have no chance at getting to third base on that one. So we're going to keep him at second. Here's Beltran. Going to hit a liner into right field, and that will score Mr. Sean Figgins. There's no way you're catching him, sir. That's a hit, and that is a run. That's an RBI for Beltran, making it a 6-1 ball game. But here, 2-2 count. We're not winning this one. Robbie Cano popping up, and that will seal it. 6-1. That would end the game. The Reds win this one. Johnson getting the complete game, and he'll get the ball for that one. So Josh Johnson getting his first win of the year, 1-0. He is the top player of the game, no surprise. He threw a couple great pitches and just made him win. So here in this second game of 3 we're throwing, the knuckleballer R.A. Dickey, who's actually overall in this game was not very good when I first started, because he just wasn't known that much, and the only reason he was known is because of his knuckleball, but now he's one of the best pitchers in baseball. So R.A. Dickey throwing his knuckle to start, and that's a ground out to shortstop, 6-3. That'll start it off with a Jed Lowry ground out. And we're getting to our side of the field, top of the second inning, and that is AJ hitting one to left field, but that's a fly out. No chance for him to bring that one back, but he did. R.A. Dickey here continuing his stuff. That's a fastball, and he leaves it up in the zone. Tex is going yard. That's a homer to deep left, barely getting out. Dusty's happy. Dusty Baker going crazy. Woo, home run. But Mark Teixeira hitting a home run there, making this game a 1-0. R.A. Dickey not happy about that one, so R.A. Dickey throwing another knuckleball, and that will strike him out. See you later, sir. You can't touch that knuckleball. But Dickey is just a knuckleball fanatic, throwing his fastball there. You can't catch up to it, sir. It's only 85 miles an hour. But here is Desmond Jennings, the left fielder. If you remember, I drafted him very late, but that's a single into left field. Nice hit from Jennings. He's pretty fast. He might steal some bases this year. You never know. But Jennings, happy with that one. And here is is that Sean Figgins? That is Sean Figgins getting a hit up the middle. I was trying to look at testing 3, but I wouldn't do that. That was a dumb decision. I would have definitely been thrown out, gunned out. And here's Ichiro, second and third, 2-0 count. Ichiro hitting a fly ball to deep right center, and that will definitely score a run, getting in a sacrifice fly for Ichi. That is an RBI, sending my guy to third, and a run scores. So it's a 1-1 ball game. Desmond Jennings scores. So here's Robinson Cano, 2-1 count, top of the third, first and third. That ball is deep to right. Cano, goodbye baseball. That is a home run, making this a 4-1 ball game for the Marlins. Now Dusty's a little upset with that one. Happy with his other home run, not happy with this one. Ricky Nolasco letting up a home run. So later in this is the 4th inning, and that's Desmond Jennings getting another hit. So I'm surprised they didn't test him at first. I would have definitely been out, actually, even though he's pretty fast. But here is the next batter, Sean Figgins. And there's a ground ball. That's definitely going to be an out at first base. Sean is definitely not that fast. He's fast, but he's not fast enough to beat that one out. Bottom of the 4th inning, Dickey's dealing with the knuckleball. Oh, that's the second time that guy struck out. Ew, you can't touch that knuckleball, boy. Top of the 5th inning, Beltran here. Going to take a bomb to deep right, but it is caught at the warning track. That was a nice bomb, but just not deep enough. Dickey still dealing. Bottom of the 5th, 1-1 count. but he lets a mistake fly, and you can't do that when you're in the pros, baby. That's a home run for Mr. Henry Dionis. It's a nice hit from him, but, you know, I just don't expect home runs from this guy. He's just not a power hitter. But top of the 6th inning, 2-2 count. Brett Lawrie going to deep left center. Is that out? Yes, sir. You can't rob that, Adam Jones. That's a home run for Brett Lawrie, and that'll make it a 5-2 ball game. That's a solo. Ozzy's happy. Dusty's not. Showing the coaches a lot just because it's interesting. The way it's just really cool that they can react to that, and just the way they do, it's awesome. But R.A. Dickey, not playing horrible, but that might have ended his day. That's a homer, and that is gone, making it a 1-run ball game. Edwin Encarnacion says, see you later, baseball. But 5-4 ball game, runner on second, and that one is gone as well. Dickey, oh, that was actually not R.A. Dickey, that was Matt Reynolds letting up that bomb. But Jed Lowry, I believe that was his second of the game, but that's pretty depressing that we now are behind with that home run, making it a 6-5 game, and they're bringing in their closer, Joel Hanrahan, the Pittsburgh closer. He's pretty good this year. He was actually in the All-Star game. Ryan Howard starting it off with a strikeout. He's been very cold from the left side. He's been very cold hitting the ball in this series. Brett Lawrie swinging at a bad pitch. That's another strikeout. Hanrahan starting off well. Top of the 9th. Next batter, I'm hitting a ground ball. Pierzynski, and that'll do it. The Reds win this one as well, 6-5. They now will win the series, but we just can get a win if we can hopefully get this next win. You know, it won't do much, but it'll help out. Hanrahan's excited, and this game we're starting Randy Wolf, and they're starting Fausto Carmona. And you'll see Ryan Howard and Holiday shaking hands before the game. Two of the best hitters on these teams. Looking out, talking to each other, talking about game plans, I don't know. But bottom of the 1st inning, Randy Wolf going to get a ground ball to third base. That's how you get a runner to get out. That is 2 outs to start the bottom of the 1st. So here in the top of the 2nd inning, you'll see A.J. Pierzynski. He's popping up to left, right third base. That'll be a third baseman, and popping out right next to the third base coach. That'll end the 2nd inning. So bottom of the 2nd. And Tex will strike out in the nasty, what is that, a scurve or skrook? I don't know what the name of that is, but it's an SCV. It's a dirty pitch from him. And I'm getting here Edwin Encarnacion out with a fastball on the left side of the plate outside. Strike 3, see ya, man. Later in the game, Alex Gonzalez, we still haven't ventured a hit yet, and we finally do. Almost not. He knocks it down, but he's not able to stop him from getting to first base safely. Alex Gonzalez getting his first hit of the game. Top of the 3rd, Ichiro ran around second. That's a pitch I like. I'm bombing this one to deep right center, but Ichiro does not have enough power to send that one out of the ballpark. Maybe at a different ballpark, maybe like Wrigley or something, but that will not happen here. So Randy Wolf, bottom of the 3rd, he's still dealing. He's got the huge bar to hit when he's throwing good, and it definitely grows. I don't know why it does that, but it's really helpful. So Wolf still dealing, but that's a nice hit. Tough play. Runner on 3rd. He just saved a run from scoring. Alex Gonzalez making a web gem top play. That was nasty. So here in the top of the 5th, Desmond Jennings bunting, and he'll get on base safely with that speed. I'm definitely looking to bunt a lot with this team because we're obviously a fast team with Ichiro, Desmond Jennings, and speaking of Desmond Jennings, he's stealing, but what a bad slide. I hate that slide because he's definitely safe if he slides better, but because he doesn't, it just makes me upset. But who is that? But I strike him out anyway on the screw curve, whatever it is. But here in the 6th inning, Alex Gonzalez will get walked. And you're like, why are we showing a walk? Well, you'll see here. Ichiro with a runner on second. Gonna single into center field, and that will score the man who walked Alex Gonzalez. Ichiro picking up an RBI. Nice, Ichiro. Getting us a run, and that would be crucial. That is a 1-0 game. Getting the lead deep in the game is important. So top of the 7th inning, and here's Desmond Jennings ripping one into right field. He's hot this series. That's nice to see. One of our worst hitters on the team. He's not a bad hitter, but he's definitely one of our worst. I mean, because, come on, we already have some of the best hitters in baseball on this team. But Alex Gonzalez here going to ground out. A shot to third, but he's still a ground out victim. So we have a 1-0 lead. Randy Wolf still dealing. Tex, sit down, young man. That is a fastball high and inside, but it'll hit inside the strike zone. Top of the 8th inning, Beltran taking the left side, or excuse me, hitting from the right side. That's a deep fly ball to right field, but caught at the wall. Have had a lot of those this series. You've obviously seen them. And here I'm striking out Jed Lowry with Koji Uehara, the setup man, and that will bring on Rafael Betancourt, the 36-year-old. And here we go, fastball high. See you later, Tex. Sit down, young man. This out number 1. That's his 3rd strikeout of the game. Having a terrible game right now. So, runner on first base. Betancourt, ground ball to short. Over to second. Back to first. Double play. Miami Marlin victory. First of the year. Betancourt gets his first save. Everything happens. Randy Wolf gets his first victory with 5 Ks on the day. Betancourt is excited. Everyone's excited. They're crowding the mound. First win of the year as a Marlin with this fantasy draft team. We are now 1-3, and we're looking to improve. Let's go. But Nolasco is upset. He didn't pitch a great... Oh, that wasn't even Nolasco. He didn't even pitch, but please do come back as we continue our series with the Miami Marlins. So thanks for watching, all. More vids will come to you soon. See ya!